Today I'm joined by, brace yourselves, the moon boots, the Brooks Glycerin Black. Lovely. Good morning. It's Sunday and it is 8:30 in the morning-ish. I had a lay-in. It was wonderful. Today I have 15 miles easy. The pace that we just said is 11:22 to 12:49. It's still very breezy. As luck would have it, it's coming from the west. So when I arrive on the seafront, I should be sheltered from it. Let's hope so. Now today is a very exciting day. It's a new shoe day. I love a new shoe day, but also I'm a bit anxious about it. So today I'm joined by, brace yourselves, the moon boots, the Brooks Glycerin Black. Lovely. Apart from I don't think it's lovely because I'm very, very anxious about running in something new. But like Daniel just said, if you don't like them, you're on the seafront, just run home and change them. So we're going to give it a go. Oh, also, today we are 28 days out from the amazing Thailand Marathon in Bangkok. I'm excited, not for the flight, but I'm excited for the marathon. And also to go to Bangkok. I've never been. So I'm going to have a stretch. I've got 2 gels with me, that's all, because it's a very slow plod, and my legs have recovered from the last marathon now, I feel. So I'm just going to take a gel at mile 5 and mile 10. Yeah, and listen to some music as I go. I'll update you on the way. Hopefully it will all be okay. So the shoes feel nice. They do feel different to my favourite Primex. They don't feel quite so responsive, but they're comfortable. And I know that I always struggle with change, so my friend Rachel, she loves them. This is why I tried them. She was like, you must try them. So we shall see. Yes, if I don't get on with them, or I do get on with them but not enough to run the marathon in them, I now have the sloppy seconds that, if you haven't watched my video from the Great Field in Poundbury, they are my replacements to the Mean Girls, which I also did get a email from Adidas yesterday saying they were giving me a full refund because the Mean Girls are in fact broken. The sloppy seconds might be coming to Bangkok with me, who knows. I had to change my playlist because it turns out that Fleetwood Mac is not very good to run to, so we're now back onto Ibiza Sunsets. Mile 1, 12:14. I'm struggling a bit in these shoes and with the wind. It is just over a mile, long enough to know that you hate a pair of shoes. I was so disappointed. I've wanted them for ages. I don't like them. They're not easy to run in at all, not even as a gentle plod. And we all know, if you've watched my older videos, that I don't plod very well in my Alpha Flies when I'm doing a speed session with plod bits. But honestly, I'd rather plod the 15 miles in the Alpha Flies than these. So I'm gonna go home and put the sloppy seconds on. And that's just the way it's gonna be. I now have the sloppy seconds on my feet. They feel a lot better. For any of you wondering were they called the sloppy seconds? They're called the sloppy seconds for two reasons. One is from they're convinced. The second reason is they're not in the preferred colour. They're a bit too dark for my liking. There's not enough colour. Mile 2, 12:06. Feels so much better in the sloppy seconds. Mile 3, 12:03. I'm having a bit of a wobble. So there's some days you just don't really feel like doing a long run. I feel like that's how I feel today. It feels a bit long. I don't know why it does feel long, because it was only 3 weeks ago I ran 26 miles. But today, 15 miles feels a bit long. Never mind. Mile 4, 12:21. The girls on their bicycles are back on the seafront as soon as last week. I met up with Sarah by chance. She's now running slower than she should be on her long run because we're having a chat. Mile 5, 12:16. Woo! Mile 6, 12:11. Also, a man ran past us and said, happy Sunday. So I take it he's a follower, which is very exciting. Thank you very much. Mile 7, 11:47. We seem to have picked up the pace. We're still chatting. Mile 8, 12:14. I just had a sip of water from the water fountain. It's lovely. Mile 9, 12:31. Mile 10, 12:41. I just had a quick stop to look at the horses going on the beach. It turns out they didn't look like they wanted to go on the beach. It was all quite exciting. Also, we said goodbye to Sarah. She's finished her long run. I hope she doesn't get in trouble with the coach because she wasn't in the right pace zone. She was going too slow. But she's now met up with the social run group from our club to have coffee and cake. And I feel a bit jealous because I've still got 5 miles to do. Never mind. I'm just going to think about the pork belly and mashed potato that I'm having later with roast carrots. Yes, I am. Also, I keep forgetting to mention something quite exciting that happened last week. Is the Frankfurt Marathon got released, and I've booked a place on it for October next year, which is very exciting. Now, we all know that I love a flat marathon, and I can categorically say it's flat, and I'm very excited. And also, I made a friend online called Rebecca, who also does content for running. She's an ultra runner. We worked out that we're roughly the same pace, and she lives in Germany, and we've become friends, and we've decided we're going to do it together. So I'm very excited about that. I don't think we're going to go like for a PB because I feel like we're just going to spend 26.2 miles chatting. But it'll be great fun, and I do love Germany. It's one of my favourite countries from when I used to go there when I was little because my dad worked there, and I like it a lot. Great memories, so I'm excited. And also Daniel, the pace invader, has also booked a place, so I'll have to part with him there as well. But obviously he won't run with us because he's too fast for us. Yeah, we'll just see him at the beginning and at the end.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more.
Mile 11, 12:47. I'm feeling quite worn out now. What I'm going to do is pop to the shop and buy myself an Oasis, or if they have one at Lucozade. I don't think they've got one. I don't think they have those there. I'm going to treat myself to that because I feel a bit dehydrated and I just fancy it.
Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you.
They did have one. My favourite flavours were raspberry. Lovely. The Lucozade is so nice, but now I got brain freeze. Do you know what I mean? It was really cold.
Begging on my knees just to show ya you're the one I want and I love ya. No, 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 no lie.
Mile 12, 12:44. I'm finding it quite hard going now. I can't wait for it to be over. I just thought I should mention, because I had this last year when I did Berlin, and I piggybacked Battersea Park off of Berlin. I think that was 8 weeks between them, and I didn't get past 12 miles after Berlin for Battersea. And yeah, I think Battersea was only a minute slower. Like, marathon fatigue is an actual real thing and it's really difficult to go through the build of a training block and then do your marathon trying to get a PB, and even if you're not successful, you went all out and then like a week's rest and you're back into training again, and it's actually really hard. I've got a lot more knowledge and understanding this time round to piggyback. I'm just going to get the 15 miles done, even if I have to walk run the back view. I don't care. It's all about, like, you set out with a target or a plan and just complete it. So that this afternoon I did what I set out to do. And time on your legs is time on your legs. I don't really understand these people that go out and get PBs on their long, easy runs. Unless, of course, it happens by mistake. But they should be just time on your legs. I think it's actually only happened to me once, where I got a 30k PB on a 20-mile run for Newport. And I think that's because I was so stressed out because I'd had a bottle of wine the night before that I didn't really want to have. We went out with friends, it was arranged. It just happened that my 20-mile run fell on that weekend, and I woke up in the morning at like 4:30 to go on this run, and I just had so much anxiety. It was almost like race day feels, do you know what I mean? And it shot off like a rocket. And I accidentally got a 30k PB only by a couple of minutes. Your easy run should definitely be like super easy, like you should be able to have a chat the whole way. That's all I've got to say about that. Mile 13, 13:03. I had a tiny walk while I had a drink. I have a little bit of a stitch because it turns out I drank the Lucozade too quickly. I don't ever bother. I don't ever get stitches, but I've got one right now. But it was worth it for the Lucozade. Mile 14, 12:48, I think. Yes, 12:48 broken. 1 mile to go. I've completed it. I found that really hard. The last few miles really hard. So obviously I did 15 miles, average pace 12:30. It took me 3 hours, 7 minutes and 40 seconds. I feel like I've been out here all day. But like I said earlier, I set out to do 15 miles and I've done 15 miles. So happy, 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 extremely breezy, sunny Sunday. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Goodbye. Mog! Oh my god, Mog. Is that right in front of the camera?